In this video, we are going to create this QR code scanner and QR code generator application in an easy and proper way so that you won't have any problem implementing it. And also we have implemented the functionality of enabling the torch and also switching the camera from back to front. And after that we have created this UI in which we have to place our QR code in this area so that it can scan. And after scanning, it navigates us to the result screen so we can see the output of the QR code which is here. And here is the QR code that we just scanned. After that there is a button so that we can copy the result and use wherever we want. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and press that bell icon so you will be notified whenever a new video is uploaded. And watch this video till the end so that you won't have any issue implementing it and won't face any error. So let's get started. So this is our project running on my real device, and in the lib folder there is a main.dart file, and in this file we have this code where we have a main method, and after that we have a stateless widget returning our material app. So before creating our UI, we have to do something with the Android section. So in the Android app and build.gradle file, we have to scroll down, and here we have to set our latest compiled SDK variant, that is 33 at this time. After that scroll and set the minimum SDK to 21 and target SDK variant to 33. After that close it. Now go to your source, main and android.manifest.xml file, and here you have to set this permission to access the camera for scanning our QR code. So after that you can save it and close it. So our process is completed. After that we have to add a package in our project through which we can scan our QR code. For that press Ctrl+Shift+P and here type add dependency, and now you have to type mobile scanner, and after typing this press enter. It will download this package and add it to your pubspec.yaml file like this. Now you can run your application. So I have already running, so let's create the UI. So here I will create another file and name it qrscanner.dart, and here I will create a stateless widget, or you can use a stateful widget. So after this stateless widget, let's name it qrscanner, and here in the return section return a scaffold, and after that use an app bar with an app bar, and after that in the body section use a container for now. Save it. Now go back to your main.dart file, and here in the home property set your QR scanner, and now we have to design the UI. For that we have to remove the app bar color and also the elevation. For that I will use a theme, and here theme data, and in here I will say that app bar theme and app bar theme, and here I will have to change the background color to colors.transparent, and after that elevation to 0.0. Now I have to remove this constant and we are good to go. Save it, and now everything is done. Go back to your QR scanner code, and here in the body section we have to divide our screen into equal parts. For that let's just keep it container, and here we have to set the width to infinity, and after that we have to set some padding. So edge insets all sides it will be 16, and after that in the child property we have to use a column for dividing our screen. Now in this children I will be using an expanded widget to divide my whole screen, and here in the container I will change the color so I can see the UI. After that I will divide it again and again. Now I will just change the colors, so amber and green. Save it. After that our UI will be divided into 3 equal parts. Now in the red part we have to display some text, and in the green part we have to display our scanner, and in the yellow part we will be displaying our credit. So let's just increase the size of our green container. For that, use flex 4 and OK. Now go to your red container, and here instead of this container, let's just use a OK. Let's just create a global variable here. So const and name it bg color is equal to, and set it to color and 0xFFA. Save it. Now we can use this color anywhere. So change the background color of your scaffold to bg color. Save it and OK. Now in our this container we have to display some text. For that, just simply use a child and use a column children, and now use a text widget and say that our place the QR code in the area, and after that we have to say that scanning will be started automatically, and just save it. So this is our text. Now we have to remove this container because we don't need it. Now in the column change the main axis alignment to center. Okay, now we have to style our text. So after styling, let's just style our second text widget. So style text style, and here text style, and here we have to change the font size to 16, and after that we have to change the color to color start black 54 and just save. Okay, now we have to add some space between these. For that I will use a size box, and after that with the height of 10. Save it and we are good to go. So our one section is completed. Let's complete our app bar. So let me just copy this text widget from here, and here we have to use the title and just paste this widget and change the title as QR scanner. Save it, and we can remove this font size from here, and after that we have to remove the second comma and OK. Now we have to make it in center, so center title will be true and OK. After that, let's come to our yellow part, because in the green part we have to display our scanner. So let's complete our yellow part first. So here simply make the alignment to alignment dot center, and after that use a child and just paste the text widget, and here change the text to Baba Devs, and after that reduce the font size to 14 and also remove this and remove this comma also. Two sections are completed, and let's create a result screen first. So create another screen and say result screen dot, and here use a stateless widget and say result screen, on which our result will be displayed. What is the result of the scanned code? So use a scaffold, and here just simply copy this scaffold from this app bar from here to here and just paste it, save it, and after that use a body and use a column here children, and wrap this column with the padding widget and say from all side 12 padding, and also you have to change the background color of your scaffold to bg color, the which we just created. Okay, after that let's just copy a text widget from here. So this text widget, and here just paste as first child, save it, and just say scanned result and after that just paste it again and add some size box with a height of 10, and here we have to display our result, so we'll get that later. Just change it, just remove this bold and also increase the size to 16, and here we have to change the size, so it will be also 16 but font size, but with a color change of 54, and okay. After that we have to use a button so we can copy the generated result. For that just use a size box for adding space. After that use a elevated button, and okay, here in the children just paste your text widget. Let me just copy it from here, and after that just replace this and change this to copy, or you can use small letters, copy, and okay. Now we have to remove this constant and there will be no error. Now we have to style it, so style elevated button dot style from, and have to change the background color, so the background color will be colors dot blue. Just save it. Now we have to size it, so the size will be, width will be media query dot of context dot size dot width minus 100, and height will be, let's say, 48. Save it. So our UI is completed. So before this scan text we want to display the QR image, the one we just scanned. So for creating our QR code we have to use another package, so just press Ctrl Shift P, and after that add dependency and say QR Flutter and just press enter. It will download this package and add it to your pubspec.yaml file, and here we have to use QR image, and in the data we have to pass our data. After that we have to style it, so wait a second, gapless version size, we have to provide the size which will be, let's say, 150. Save it. After that we have to add the variant, so QR version dot auto, and just save it. Okay, so go back to your QR scanner code, and here on the place of this green container we have to change it to our mobile scanner, and here we have two methods. So one is on detect, so here we have to pass these two things, which is our barcode and some argument if we want to pass. Now you can see our container is changed and they are asking to access the camera, so just allow it. Now we can use our camera. So here what we want to do, let me just add another, so allow duplicate will be true. So after that what we want to do, that we want to scan a code, and after that we want to navigate to our result screen. So for that just create a boolean. So here let me just change it to stateful widget first. Okay, now we can use a boolean here. So let's say boolean is scan completed, and it will be false by default. So come here and also create a method, so that when our scan is completed we navigate to other screen, and when we navigate back to this screen we make this is scan false again. Void and close scan, or let's say close screen, and here we have to set our is scan to false again, false. Okay, come back to our QR code. So here, so on detect, we only want to execute this thing if our is scan completed is false. And after that, create another variable and name it code and set it to barcode dot raw value, and if it is null then only return these three dashes. So after that we have to wait a second, raw value, and after that we have to set our is scan completed to true, and now we can navigate. So navigator dot push material page route, and here we have to use our context and then use an arrow method, and now we can move to our result screen and okay, save it. Now after coming to our result screen, we have to create some parameters here so we can access the code and also that close screen method. So just final and string and name it code, and after that create another final function and let's say close screen. Okay, now we have to say that this dot close screen and it is required, and also required this dot code, save it. Now here where we have to pass the data to create our QR code, so just pass our code here, and after that in the result section, in the result text field, we just have to use our $sign and pass our code, and after that we can remove this constant and save it. So coming back to our app bar, so use a leading property here and use an icon button. So on press of it we have to go back, so let's just create an arrow. So icon start arrow back iOS and just color it as color start black 5087. Now here on the on press we have to use our close screen method, and after that we can navigate back. So navigator dot pop and okay. So one second, now we are okay. So coming back to our QR screen, here we have to pass these two values. So on close screen we will pass our close screen method without any bracket, and after that we have to pass our code. So code, now we have to remove this constant and we are okay. So let's just restart our application once so we can confirm everything is working. Now it is restarted, so let me just scan it with the QR code that I just created here. So this is our QR code, let me scan. So on the scan of it we have navigated to our second screen, and here the scan result is Baba Devs, and we also getting that QR code image. So let me just design it. So where were we? In this body tag and in the column, so set it to main axis alignment dot center, and also change this padding to container and use the alignment property and alignment dot center, and now we are okay. So coming back to our button, on the press of this button we have to copy the result. Let's change the color, so remove this color property so it can become white, and now on the press of it use clipboard dot set data, and here you have to use clipboard data, and in the text field, in the text property we have to pass our code. So on the press of it, it will copy our code and then we can use it on anywhere we want. So let's just come back, and now let me scan another one. So this is another QR code that I just created let me scan it. So on the scan of it, this is our second result. So let's also align this in center so it will look good. This is our code and text align dot center, and it will be in center now. So this is the result and this is scanned result. So this is our QR image that we just created from this. So in this video we learned both things, how to scan and how to create QR code. So let's come back, and here let me make this scanner a bit more like QR scanner, because at this time it is looking like a camera. So let me just design it. So for that we have to go to our expanded widget in our QR scanner, and this is our expanded. Just cut this mobile scanner and use a stack here, and in its children use our first children as mobile scanner, and after that use our QR scanner overlay, and here we have to pass the color. So I will use our background color and just save it. So now it looks more like a QR scanner. So now let's come to other part, that if we want to control our camera rotation, for example, if you like to scan your code from the front camera, you can also do that, and if you want to switch back to your back camera, you can do that. So other than that, we can allow our QR scanner to turn on our flashlight. So if we are in dark place and we want our flash, then we can use it. So here we have to create some other booleans. So bool is flash on, it will be false, and bool is front camera will be false. Now front camera. Okay, now in the app bar let me just add a drawer also. It will be empty, but it will make the UI more good looking. Okay, so after that in the app bar, icon theme data, here we have to change the color. So color will be color start black 87. Okay, now we have to use our actions property, and here let me create two icon buttons. So on press of it I will change them, but before we have to set the icon start flash on, and its color will be color start gray, so that it is not in use at this position. Okay, after that we have to create a camera switching. For that, just change your icon to camera front and just save it. So at this time we are using our back camera, so if we click it we can switch to our front camera. So to add their functionality, on the on press of it, just check if is flash on. If its value is true, then before that we have to set something, set state, and change the is flash on to not is flash on. It will work as a toggle. After that we have to check if it's working, then we can turn on our flash. To do that we have to create a controller here. So mobile scanner controller, and name it controller, and just initialize it and just save it. Now go to your mobile scanner, and here you have to assign the controller. So pass your controller here. Now you can access the controller also. So now if our torch is on, we have to disable it. For that you can use controller dot toggle torch, and else we have to use controller.toggle torch. Or simply we can just remove this else condition, just use our toggle torch here, because on both conditions it's toggling. So after setting this state, it will toggle the torch. After that we have to do the same, so just copy it and go to your switch camera method and here just paste it. So just use this and paste it here. After that, change this condition to is front camera is equal to not is front camera. After that, controller dot switch camera, and we are okay. So when our is flash on or is front camera value is true, we have to change the color. So in the color property, use a condition that if our front camera value is true, say colors.blue, else do this. So now we have to remove the constant and go back to your flash, and in the color property you have to say is flash on, and if it's on, say colors.blue, else gray color, and just save it. So let's just restart our application. So now let me just switch the flash. So on the press of it, you can see due to the flash the screen is white. Let me just close it, and here it's black again. And if I just change the camera, you can see this is now front camera, and if we switch back, this is our back camera. So I guess everything is completed, and I hope you enjoyed this lecture. If you did, please press that like button and subscribe to the channel for more amazing incoming content. See you in the next one. Till that, Allah Hafiz.